Today's video, we are going to talk about a tool that I was introduced to a couple weeks ago. Since that point, I came home and I began using this tool, and this thing it's just a game changer. This thing absolutely is the handiest little gadget there ever was. And when I show it to you, it's so simple, you're going to think, wow, why didn't I think of that? I didn't think of it. I was introduced to it by none other than Tim Flagler. So a couple weeks ago, I had the opportunity to go to the Sow Bug Roundup in Arkansas. What that is basically a 3-day event of nothing but fly tyers. It's the absolute coolest thing in the world if you're a fly tyer. It's in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and there is literally, I think, 300 different fly tyers at this event over the weekend. And then they have a couple tie-offs, and they have, pretty famous people like Tim was there this year, and he did private classes and stuff. So there was just a lot going on, nothing but fly tying. It was an absolute amazing event put on by some of the nicest people you've ever met in your life. If you ever get a chance to go to this, it's this time every year. Look it up. It's called the Sow Bug Roundup. Absolutely amazing experience. I've never been before. I absolutely will never miss again. So anyhow, at that point in time, me and my daughter went up there and we met Tim Flagler, which was kind of cool. I watch his videos. He's the best there is. If you guys don't follow him, follow him. Hands down, he's the best there is. Now, with that said, I started this channel kind of just playing around a year ago, and I've gotten a pretty decent following, and pretty much now all I do is I tie flies and I sell to a few fly shops, to a few fly fishermen. I make these videos and I write books. That's my life. So I'm doing that or I'm fishing, and it's been an awesome dream. And in order to become better, I think you hang around with people who are better than you are, and that's something that I've took pretty serious. Before his passing, I actually took fly tying lessons with Dave Whitlock. This that I'm talking about, I actually took me and my daughter took a class from Tim Flagler. And if you take lessons, personal lessons, and you watch these people on YouTube, you're going to absolutely get better and better and better and better. And that's what I'm trying to do. If I want to get better and I want to share tips and tricks with you guys, I got to go out and learn them. And that's what I'm going to devote the rest of my existence to, is teaching people about fly fishing. It's absolutely amazing. On that note, tonight, I'm actually going to be doing a very first time homeschool fly tying club. Our first meeting is tonight, and I've got 25 kids who we're going to get introduced into this as well. So enough of that. In this class, Tim was teaching us 4 different patterns of flies, and when he did, he busted out a pair of tweezers. Now, this isn't just a pair of tweezers. This pair of tweezers here, he uses as hackle pliers. And I thought, well, that's crazy. But after watching him, it's 10 times simpler. It's easier. You can use it to push hair when you're hair stacking. These things they're just awesome. So this little pair of tweezers here, if you can see, is made by Revlon. Now, they are called slant tweezers. Now, the thing that's cool about these things is they're kind of like diamond embedded inside the tips. So if you grab something, it's not letting go. So if you ever get a splinter, these things are awesome. Now, they're a little pricey. I think I paid $6 at Walmart for these when I went and bought a pair. But when you're tying a hackle, you can just pinch, go to town, undo. If you're trying to push something in, you can. When you're messing around with the little beads, trying to get a bead, you can pick your bead up and stick your hook in it, and they don't wiggle around. That diamond grit stuff that's inside these holds on absolutely perfect. If you don't have a set of these, you need a set. Like I say, he uses them for hackle pliers, and if that guy is using them, he's the best there is. So I think it would behoove all of us to do the same thing. So if you do not have a pair of these, they are in the beauty section by like where the women get their big old fake curly eyelashes and stuff, and like toenail clipping. Kind of coincidence that the big long curly toenails and fingernails and eyes are in the same place. So I hope women really don't think that's attractive. But anyhow, Revlon diamond tipped. So if you don't have a pair, get you a pair. You'll really appreciate it. These things, this is what he uses for hackle pliers. That's what I used all week for hackle pliers, and I don't know that I'll ever pick up a pair of hackle pliers again. Now, there's an instance where you need to keep constant tension if you're letting off, and I can see that. But if you're just wrapping, Chanel, peacock curl, whatever it is, these things, they're just way easier. So with that said, if you guys haven't checked out my website, please do so. It's I'veGotBugs.com. It's got links to all of our social media. My store is getting built. I've got products coming up out there, and we've got our t-shirts on there. It's getting built more and more every day, and on there is a link to donate to anybody who's interested in donating to our homeschool fly fishing club. It's an awesome deal, and we are doing this club for these kids, and it's absolutely zero cost to them. Everything that we're doing is through donations so far. So for those of you who have donated, we really appreciate it, and if you guys would please consider helping our little club out, we'd appreciate it. So hope you get a pair of these, and we will see you guys in the next video.